Good morning, students. This is part 2 video, subject Indian Economic Development, Chapter 7 Growth, Informalization, and Other Issues. So, in the first part video, we have discussed about what is employment, growth, informalization, and various issues. Okay, so in this video, we are going to see various types of employment. Okay, so self employment, casual wage employment, and then regular salaried employment, and then primary sector, tertiary sector, secondary sectors, etc. Okay, shall we see? Yes, first one, self employment. So a self employed individual does not work for specific employer. This means, so a individual person who is not willing to work under management, okay, so under an employer, so he wants to apply his skills and his talent, and he wants to earn money through that. He acts as an individual, he acts as an independent variable, okay, he won't be a dependent variable. Do you understand? Okay, so he is not ready to work under any top level management. Okay, that is called self employment. Who are self employed persons? Example: writers, trade peoples, freelancers, traders, investors, lawyers, salespeople, and insurance agent. So see, all these peoples are, they are applying their talent and skills. Okay, so writer, he should have a extraordinary talent for writing an essay. Okay, so insurance agent, he should have the special quality of speaking. He have to attract all the people. He has to convert the people into their client. Okay, so these peoples are trade peoples, investors, lawyers. They are applying their extraordinary skills and they are earning money. So these persons are not dependent person, they are independent for their employment. Okay, next one, regular salaried employees. So a regular salaried employees is nothing but a person who is working under top level management by applying his educational qualification and his skills and earning salaries and allowances. Okay, so in India, 15 percentage of India's workforce is greatly depends on regular salaried employees. Okay, so when compared to other countries, developed countries, 15 percentage is low, because for regular salary person we need high level education. Okay, extraordinary skill. So we need extraordinary skill for earning regular salary. Okay, yes, example: athletes, and then doctors, teachers, accountant. Okay, so they are applying their education in their field and they are earning salaries from the top level management. Yes, next one, casual wage labor. So casual wage labor means this labor will work on daily basis, they need daily wages. Okay, salary person and all getting wages on month, a month they will get wages, salary. Okay, so in casual wage labor, so the wage labor means working on daily wages. Okay, example: worker working at the construction site, okay, is called a casual labor. So if there is no work in construction site, then what they will do, they will go for painting work. If painting work is also not there, then what they will do? They go for hotels and they act as a server. Okay, do you understand? They won't depend on same job. Okay, they will go for various job according to the time, according to the available of employment. Okay, here the workers who are not hired by the employers, they are not hired by anyone. Okay, so they will search employment according to their wish. Okay, is this in this chart we are going to analyze distribution of employment by gender. Okay, so male workers and female workers we are going to compare and we are going to analyze this two chart. Okay, so male workers and female workers. So see, the major part is this ash color. Okay, so major 55 percentage. Here male workers half part, half little. Okay, 51 percentage. See, that is the ash color part is self employment. While comparing with male workers, female workers contribution is more high on self employment. Why? See, the female workers, they are act as a women entrepreneur. Nowadays women are having lot of beauty parlor shop, tailoring shop, and then small boutique, and then vegetables shop, and then cosmetics shop, like that. Okay, so only that our female workers contribution is more than that of male worker. Okay, see here only 51 percentage, but in female workers chart this is 55 percentage. Okay, so next one. Next, what's the major part? This white area, white region. Okay, so the white area is called casual labor, female workers and then male workers. So in female workers, this contribution, female worker contribution is 37 percentage, that is casual wage labor. So why here also female is contributing more than our male workers, this region. Okay, so why, can you identify? So what's the reason? So already I told reason for this region, that is self employment. Can you guess for this casual wage laborers? Because so casual wage labors, it is not necessary to have high educational qualification and technical skill. Okay, for that only female workers contribution is more than that of male workers. Okay, so and then this region, that is black color, this is called regular salaried employees, that is regular salary employment. Okay, so while comparing this both chart, we can find that female contribution is very low when compared to male contribution. See, here only 8 percentage, here 18 percentage. Why? Can you analyze? Can you guess? Already I told that. So this regular salaried employees need education. Okay, so the female workers, they don't have much education while compared with male workers. Okay, so the male contribution is more than that of female contribution. Again I am saying this self employment, that female workers contribution is more, because so most of the ladies are started to started their own business, they are becoming women entrepreneur. Okay, so the second region is this female workers on casual wage laborers. Okay, so and then last one, regular salaried employee. Here the male contribution is more, So in casual wage labor, female contribution is more, 37 percentage. Here male contribution is 31 percentage. Okay, shall we move? Is that is chart 7.2, distribution of employment by region, that is urban area and then rural area. So we can also compare and analyze. Okay, and then first one, self employment, major contribution self employment, that is rural workers. While comparing with urban workers, rural workers are contributing more on self employment. It is 56 percentage. Why? Because the major part of income from rural areas are from agricultural land. Okay, through agriculture only rural people are getting more income. So more or less major of the population have their own agricultural land. Okay, so their contribution is more while compared to urban workers. So self-employment in urban areas, it is too difficult to open a shop and then open a factory or manufacturing factories, etc. Okay, they have to invest a huge amount. But in rural area, so already the major part of population, they have their own agricultural land. So the self employment is more in rural areas while comparing to urban area. Rural area 56 percentage and urban area self employment percentage is only 42. So the second portion is this white region, that is casual wage labor. Okay, so already I told casual wage labor, they for that employment they don't have any educational qualification. Okay, no need of educational qualification. So the rural people can go for this, they are selecting this casual wage labor. Okay, so 37 percentage, so 37 percentage of casual wage laborer more in rural areas, but in urban areas only 18 percentage. Okay, so which one will be very high? This is regular salaried employees. Here only 7 percentage. In rural area the contribution is only 7 percentage, but in urban area the contribution is 40 percentage. Why? Due to education qualification is more while comparing with the rural people. So the urban people have more education qualification, technical skills, technical education. So they are very much well vested in latest technical skills. Okay, due to absence of infrastructure facilities, lack of education and a lack of family problem. Okay, so here urban area regular salaried employees more while compared to rural rural workers. Okay, that's all. And then primary sector. Okay, what are this primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector? This and all I think you have learned this in 8th standard even. Okay, just for your remembrance. In primary sector, the activities are directly undertaken by using natural resources. Okay, so example, agriculture, mining, fishing, dairy, forestry. Okay, the businesses mainly depends on agriculture, that is from natural resources. Okay, and then secondary sector is nothing but transformation of raw material into finished product. Okay, so example, automobile industry, paper industry, jute industry, sugar industry, cement industry. Here the raw materials is converting into finished product, that is called a secondary sector. Okay, so and then last one, Territory sector, very easy one, that the sector which provide service to our general public, they are called a territory sector. Example, doctors, police officer, teachers, and then nurse, and then banking sector, and then transportation sector, okay, mail carrier, etc. Thank you, children. For this lesson, you have to prepare one